light, darkness, return as one. What's up, YouTubers of the world? Make It Geek Mixer here, ready to give you guys the Season 2 premiere of Cloak and Dagger. So they guys are back. I don't know how much months have passed since we saw them in Season 1, but it's obviously clear they're both getting better at using their powers. However, they are at that point where they're hero in a sense. For Cloak, all he's doing is stealing the money from the gangs, which unfortunately starts a gang war while you got Tandy out there doing her daggers things, looking after these people who especially women who get abused by their boyfriends and stuff, and she goes around vandalizing their stuff, which is pretty, yeah, messed up. I mean, I get that they're trying to find a good way to use their powers for good, but not off to a good start is all I'll say. Although one thing's for certain, they still keep in contact, keep visiting each other occasionally here and there and here. So that's good. That's good. Unfortunately, though, they're still at that point where they don't really tell each other the truth, but it's not like they're together yet. Yet, that being the key word there. Or if they ever will, who knows? But what is known right here, guys, is this, though. And that's the fact that the way they structured this episode was awesome here. I mean, for episode 1, sure, they still do that thing with Cloak and Dagger where they're showing parts of Tanny, parts of Tyrone here, and then they're coming together, sharing their problems and how they're feeling with everything. But also, it seems they've also injunction O'Reilly into this, especially coming in episode 2. I loved how they structured that. That was amazing. And how it all came together and how they all came to the same problem. All their problems going in the same directions. That was pretty cool right there. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself on that one. But I just wanted to talk about how I love the structure of this episode. Both of these episodes structure very well together. I'm glad they did these 2 episodes for a 2-hour season premiere. It was great. But still, with Tyrone, he mostly, as I say, he's mostly using these powers to steal money and stuff. My guess is mostly get some books and stuff just to keep himself occupied and everything. But at the same time, he uses his powers to look after the people he loves. That being Tandy, his mother, his father, and Evita. Who Evita, by the way, in episode 2, when she and Tyrone meet, oh, she is mad at him with every right to be, except for in the part where, like, she shouldn't be mad in the fact that, I mean, well, not mad at the fact, she should be, I mean, when someone disappears like that and you don't tell them, especially if you're in something of a relationship, yeah, I can get why a guy or girl would get mad about that and be so pissed that they might say some things that they aren't really meaning. And for Evita, it's the fact that she doesn't understand what Tyrone's going through when it comes to these powers, and then there's the fact that the cops are looking for him and everything. But even still, yeah, I could be mad at that too. But also, it was great to also see Tyrone seeing Evita's aunt and learning more about her voodoo things. Now, I admit I don't know anything really on voodoo. I'm not saying I have a problem with it. I just never met anyone who deals in that stuff. I mean, it sounds like it'd be interesting. I mean, it sounds like just another way of different religious beliefs and everything. And hey, that's all good. We all got our different paths here. Some are religious, some are atheists, some are religious who don't go to church, this and that. Hey, that's just what makes the world so interesting. We're all so different, yet we could all connect in many different ways, mind you. Very true on that end as well. But still, like, the reason he went to Evita's aunt Ty is because, well, when he caused so much problems that there was going to be a gang war, when the gang meeting was going to go down in a club, but unfortunately the club was slaughtered. And first off, let me just say I already knew who it was, but it's the ending that really caught me off guard because I don't think anyone saw that one coming. I definitely know I didn't see that coming. But yeah, after the person who slaughtered him left a symbol on there, that was a symbol of voodoo that Ty recognized, and that's why he went to Evita's aunt for that. it is good though to know that later on Abita understood that she might have overreacted in some parts to the fact on saying how she knows what Ty's going through when she doesn't, and she was helping him out afterwards. Because one thing we did know about Ty is that while he can't teleport himself, he doesn't really know how to teleport someone with him. Well, that was until Abita came and helped him out with that. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and go on over to Tandy. Now, I talked about earlier in my video here how like she doesn't like how women are getting abused by their boyfriends or their husbands, mostly because of what her mother went through with her father, and that makes her really mad and everything. And that's where it comes into this one woman who continues to just be with this guy even though he's abusive. My guess is because he's drunk or something. Maybe it's hard to really say because we didn't really get much into that, but what we do know is that all this eventually led to her with her vandalizing and stuff, but also led her to meeting one of the group council's bigger bosses there, where she connected with this guy, and this guy was telling her all about some of the troubles people go through, and especially when he talked about the fact that all these girls who are going missing and stuff, and saying how the cops like they're not really bothered with looking for them. They're just looking for people who will be like give them higher pro status and everything. It's like saying they won't help commoners, but they'll help people of more higher pro status. Not for the money per se. No, not for that, but to show that these guys can put a better reputation on them, since these guys are higher standard, and these higher standard people put their review on the work the police do. That's the ones they focus on, not these people who are poor and everything, which is what kind of actually leads into Tandy, O'Reilly, and Ty running into the same criminal aspect, and that is the fact that girls continue to get kidnapped and everything. You see, when Ty at first was trying to rescue the same girl that Tandy was seeing and trying to help, he tried to teleport her away, but he couldn't because he didn't know how to do it until Avita came in, which was at the very end of episode 2. But still, here's where things get interesting. So, the one who did this was O'Reilly herself as Mayhem. But here's the tricker here. When we first know of O'Reilly, she seems to be going through her own struggles and everything. Because for one, the reason Ty won't be able to go back is because the detective who set him up and put all the evidence to show that, well, he's gone and Ty consumed him, and he don't know how. He doesn't know how to get him back. But for O'Reilly, when we find out about Mayhem, we're thinking it's a split personality, what's inside her head. Because when you see this image of her, when you see the scene where she's looking at this water on the street here, you think all this is inside her head. But at the end of it all, no. There are two O'Reillys. You got the one who's all depressed and agitated and stuff, while you got this one that's all confident and not giving craps or shits about anything that's going on. I'm telling you guys, this is where it all hit in on that last episode, where Tandy was with the Mayhem O'Reilly, and then was it Ty who found the real O'Reilly, and then they all come together, and bam, like that. We're just like, what? But how? Because that's the thing. We don't know how. And it ended on that episode. How in the world is this possible? O'Reilly has two people, herself and then Mayhem. I really don't know what to say about all this. But definitely a nice way to start the episode. It's making you want to go already see next week's episode so you can figure out how can there be two O'Reillys at once. What did that thing do to her in the season finale to make her have two O'Reillys? Because that's all I'm thinking. What if this is that thing? And as for Ty and Tandy, well, they're doing their usual things, working out their own issues, and then they're coming together, having to always sometimes fight and say things that get them mad at each other, but that's them. I'm sure you've all come to see that yourselves. But definitely, Season 2, nice starting point. Let's see where it goes from here. But hey, if you guys are enjoying my videos, all you gotta do is click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. Bye!